had the amazing opportunity to be with you this morning in a tutorial where I could learn about mob programming. Mob programming is an approach that aims to streamline the development process by putting all the team members in the same space in developing the same activity at the same time and the main one using the same computer. So I proposed this idea to the members of my project to experience a mob programming session where we could automate the scenario together. What was interesting in this experimentation was that members who are familiar with programming were able to learn more about programming and help with the development. It was a great time to learn and put into practice. The experimentation was so efficient that we decided to use more programming in our project planning. Before using more programming, we had so many difficulties during the planning. Loss of focus on activity, fatigue, and activity without the participation of all members. In the last plan use more programming, oh my god, we did not show any of these problems.
Since the stories were broken separately, not all members were aware of some activities that are planned to be performed in the sprint, for example the performance tests. Sometimes only the QA members know the scope and the goal for those tests, what could be not good if it is related to what the dev team is working on. Another drawback is the feeling of lack of opportunity to share knowledge between the most experienced team members and the rest of the team, because the team is divided in small groups, so defining tasks became almost a lonely activity. This approach avoided the exchange of knowledge between the team members, even related to a better understanding on how the code is organized, for example. In addition to these technical factors, another negative point is that the old way of planning the sprint avoids a better integration of team members, and this integration could bring an improvement in the interpersonal relationship, and as a consequence an improvement in the work environment.
Particularly, I think use more program the plan help us to keep focus, avoid distraction, give more collaboration, and sharing common understanding about stories. In my opinion, it helps because there is a rotation among team members. For mobile has two roles, the driver and navigator. A driver that has control of keyboard and computer and just can type what the navigator I say and decided. The goal is to prevent the driver from conditioning the code to be done the way he wants, as it happens a lot in bad problem, and that's discouraging the navigator. And a navigator is a person takes decision, thinks about ideas, problems, and collaboration.
So, what's the most important event in a sprint? Well, I believe it's the planning. I mean, the odds things goes wrong during the sprint grows a lot when we do a poor planning or few members of the team are there. If every developer, tester, and UX is there for the planning, knowing what needs to be done, and there is this agreement about the tasks that needs to be executed, there is a bigger chance the sprint will succeed. So during our last planning, we used mob programming, or should I say mob planning, and it was clear from the beginning that when the whole team is at the same time, at the same place, working together, the chances we will have some communication problem is close to zero. We were thinking together, answering questions together, and nobody left planning with questions. In the end, we are all conscious about our role in the sprint and what needs to be done. And since we all agree on a plan and believe in it, we are also motivated. So when we plan together, we tend to learn together and succeed together.
We're already applying some mob programming techniques in our sprint planning, where everybody participating can give insights of the stories and effort and tasks. The only difference being that we weren't rotating drivers, so you can say that using mob programming in our planning process was successful.
The mob session was very good because we had only one notebook open, and it was very good because we had a lot of focus on the task, and we couldn't open the notebook for see the Facebook or another notification from the cell phone, for example. It was very good because the task was more productive. Another good point from the mob session was the different profiles interacting with the task. It's a good point because when the testers are creating test scenarios, for example, the developers can see how the process is done. And when the developers are coding, the tests can see how the code is made.
I had a great experience when I participated in a mob program with my team. We are still learning in practice, but it was the best plan that we had together as a team, and I loved it. I recommended it.
Here at Caesar, we are always trying to improve some things and do the things to get better for our teams and our customers. With this kind of initiative, I think it's really important for us, and we are very grateful to have this kind of opportunity when some team members go outside and bring back some so interesting things to open our mind and trying to help us to increase our growth mindset. Thank you very much. May the force be with us.